Hey guys, I am extremely late for this February contest roundup, so I'm very sorry about that. February we saw an amazing turnout of people, and loads of people brought their A game to this month's challenge, which was flying and falling. As always, we're saving the top spots till last. Let's take a look at the entries in no particular order.
we put our lives in a box, then fly away, bird. When did we lose sight?
Before we get into the top 3, I've got to make a lot of honorable mentions here, because there were so many entries that in a normal month, like any one of these honorable mentions could have taken one of the top 3 spots, but it just turned out that we had so much competition on this month's challenge that these ones didn't make it into the top 3 spots, but we've got to acknowledge how great some of these entries are. Rattus. This is some really great observation of a flying lizard. I can see you've paid really close attention to how the lizard flies through the air, how it kind of yawns like that. Is that the word? And yeah, really nice to look at. Oily sheep. This is such an excellent display of your understanding of the bird mechanics, and the bird is doing something here which is really quite a difficult maneuver, first going down and then coming up to collect the ball. Great exercise and very convincing in its mechanics, so well done on that. Sketchway has treated us once again with a really lovely piece of animation which has a lot of story in there, and with this one it feels very poetic. I feel like I'm watching a visual poem, you know, it's like poetry where the feather falls down and is picked up by the girl. I just love these ideas that you bring into this. Please keep it up. Yushin7 back at it again with another amazing entry here. I feel like because you focused on just the silhouette, you were able to focus on the overall motion and work in these really lovely arcs and this lovely flowing hair, and the transformation itself, it was very clearly readable because you'd focused on the silhouette so much, and it's very simple piece, just 2 colors, and that just made it very strong. I think that strengthened the entry, and yeah, really satisfying to watch that transformation take place. Well done, this was great.
Traces argon, neon, krypton.
Andres. This one had a lot of impact with it. I really liked how this block was falling, and when it hit the ground I could really feel that impact, and boom, and there's just loads of debris flying out everywhere. I'm not sure what the connection was between the block and the thing that was flying at the end, but both of them looked really nice, and I liked especially the way you drew those lines. It was very sort of heavy-handed with the block, and I thought that was very fitting for such a heavy falling block to be drawn like that. So yeah, I really liked this one. Good job. All right, now in 3rd place we have Ben L.
If you've never been in love and you're longing for the happiness it brings.
This one I really thought the style stood out to me with this one. It has a very sort of cartoon saloon style is what I could maybe compare it to. The design of each of the poses was very interesting in how you designed it. So when the legs come together, the two legs kind of act as one object, and the hair has this very particular way it flows within these curves, and I found that very interesting to look at. Frosty Lolly. This one is just pure fun. I really like this this piece of animation. Just a lot of fun to look at. I like how you stretched these 3D models to be more cartoony, and yeah, very satisfying way of moving. Not really any plot to it, but that's alright because it's just a little clip, a little demonstration, but I love how this one moves. Alright, and that means that in first place is Kridjar. Kridjar, this one is just, again, so much fun. I really like the overall story of it. I like the sound effects you made with your mouth. It made the whole thing very fun and light-hearted, and it was actually surprisingly well done. You did all the sound effects really well. It's a great little fun story about how a propeller is accidentally blown off the plane and is mistaken for an incoming threat. I love how the propeller at one point becomes personified and animated when the propeller sees these bullets coming towards her or him. I don't know what gender the propeller is, but like it starts flapping its propeller wings wildly, like in desperation to get out the way. That little bit of personification was like such a stroke of genius, I think. The little piece at the end, you know, it doesn't just blow up. It first falls out of the sky, bounces along a bunch of times, and then does a little flip at the end, which is kind of realistic in a way, but also very entertaining, like a very nice, appealing piece of motion just to have that little flip in. Just a great sense of timing when it goes along, does a few bounces, slows down, and then boom. To time these things out so that they're the most entertaining. It's really nice to see a little piece of animation like this have that sense of timing. Yeah, you definitely earned the top spot. Well done. Subscribe to the channel to see more. Please consider sharing this video. It will help get all of these animators noticed. Leave a comment if you made an entry for this month, and join us on the Discord community, and that's linked below. Thank you very much to Sweeps, who provided a lot of the hip hop beats for this. He and the other music contributors will be listed in the description for you to check out. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Who the winner is and what they brought. I don't know.